I'm going to basically help us understand 5 lessons about Five Fingers, the game, and games in general. So we've all just experienced a game together. We all now know who are the nice people and who are the not so nice people. I see you. So the first thing that I think is really incredible about games, and it's kind of their big paradox, and that is that games make rules fun, right? Most rules we think of, no skateboarding, or, don't go in this room. There's like a few things written here. Don't go beyond this line. Don't do this, right? Most rules we think of kind of constrain us. They don't let us do stuff. But games actually give us an excuse to do something that we wouldn't do normally, right? And that is be vicious against our family members. But the thing I love about games, and as a game designer, basically all I do is I come up with a goal, and I come up with some rules to make getting that goal or obtaining that goal difficult or challenging, and that is it. That's a game. So games make rules fun, and I think that's one of the most interesting things about games. They take things in the world that normally aren't fun and turn them into fun. To fully learn a game, we also need to fail. So isn't that weird that we decide to participate in an activity that we fail in over and over and over again, right? You can't always win a game. So we learn through failure. In my opinion, I think we don't fully understand something until we see it fail. And in a game, it teaches us that lesson, right? So it's kind of amazing that we love games. And we love to fail in a game. Well, maybe not all of us. But then in real life, we usually avoid anything that we think we might fail at. So games teach us this really exciting lesson, that failure's okay, that through failure we learn about something more deeply. We learn about ourselves more deeply. We learn about our family members and friends more deeply. I like to think of it like this. There's the real world, right? With its sharp teeth and big claws and cute stripes. And then there's games. Cute, fluffy kittens in a bowl of marshmallows, right? I mean, the worst that can happen with this kitten is that we die of a cute attack. The kitten's not going to hurt us really. Well, I don't know. It depends on if you clip their nails or not. But we learn about the real world. We learn about tigers by playing with their siblings, kittens, right? And games perform that function. We've been playing games for thousands of years, since before written history. We don't even know how ancient games are. But they are something that we kind of are attracted to, that we need in our lives, even though the other paradox about games is it's like, well, stop playing games and get serious, get to work, right? But games are so important in teaching us about how the world works and also to accept and learn from failure. When we play together, we learn about each other, just like you learned about your Aunt Sally and her need for revenge in Five Fingers. And also, the interesting thing about games is that if we want, we can change the rules. Now, we create our little world, we create our little society, our community of play together, and together we can agree to change the rules. Now, you can't change the rules and not tell anyone. That's the only problem, right? We have to all agree to change those rules. So games also teach us that it's us. We're the ones that decide the rules. And I've got a secret for you all. You're all game designers, okay? You once were, maybe as a kid on the playground, when you made that incredibly elaborate, like 50 square hopscotch grid, right? You made a new game out of that game. Or when you come up with new rules. In fact, I think kids at about 5 or 6, that's when they begin to really be obsessed with rules. Have you experienced this with like young people in your lives? They've got all kinds of rules. Well, that's like a natural thing. We get to that age and we're like, hey, rules can create interesting behaviors. So we all become game designers at a certain point. I hope that we can all stay game designers too. You know, it's really important to consistently be asking oneself, well, what are these rules that I'm living by, and how do I redesign them to make life more fun or rewarding? And the 5th lesson here is that games teach us that simple rules can create a great deal of complexity. I have played 5 fingers with so many different folks before, and I've heard new strategies for winning every time. It's incredible. Let's see the winners. Let's see your hands. Let's see who won. Oh, boy. Okay, all right. Congrats, winners. Let's see the losers. Yeah! Come on, losers! Woo! There's more of us than them. We can take them, y'all. But I've heard all kinds of strategies, like maybe trying to not be so, noticeable. Right? Anybody try that? Or retaliation. When someone points at you, you're going to point at them in your turn. So there's just so many interesting and emergent things that come out of just a simple set of rules.